EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go from Lumen Field. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. At their own 27-yard line.
Let's go now.
Throwing to begin is Love. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
Ready?
Throwing is Love. One down the field, but it is incomplete.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
On second down, Love. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They hook up again, second time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
Hey, check mega. Here we go. Hut.
The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. After the loss of 3, it is second and 13.
Set, hut. 33, 52 blast. Ready.
From the gun, it's Love. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Danielle Hunter. He's into the sack column early in the season. A sack on this opening drive.
10 black. Red, cycle. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they forced fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. We'll bring this up to the 22. Nick Cross will bring him down. They'll come up on a second down and 8.
14, 20.
Throwing, Goff. A short one that is caught by Famine. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Saints first down.
From the gun, it's Goff. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 17 yards, the gain there. It's good for a Saints first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Off the RPO, this is Dobbs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and if he continues to make plays like that, their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. Not much there, maybe a yard. From the 25, here's second down and 9. Off the play fake, here's Goff. A throw on the move is caught. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 0-0 is the score. Greg and I. Back to the Great Northwest in a moment. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. Saints will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29. Yard line.
Strike. 22 needle. That's 6. Mega.
On first and 10, here's Love. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. So a big one there to start the drive. 53 yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Here's second and 9.
Let's go now. Green Jack. Ready?
To throw is Love. That is intercepted. some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds past the 40-yard line.
Go, go, go.
In motion goes Dobbs. Goff's going to throw here on 1st and 10. This one up top for Dobbs. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
We're good, we're good.
On play action, Goff. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Dorian Williams taking him down for the first sack of this new campaign. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And he'll give his guys a little bit more room to work with as he's able to get forward out beyond the 10-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 10 flat. Claws red. Hut.
Here's Love. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple with Justin Reed up from the safety spot to make the stop. 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
On the bootleg, it's Goff. Throw on the run is complete. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal. They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Ric Flair.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That is caught.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Two minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We're back to Seattle after this. They'll run for it. It's McCaffrey. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on down.
Result of the play.
And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Set, ready.
At the 9-yard line.
Now Love. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. There he goes, up the left sideline. And they will finally let him down. A big play after being backed up. It's a gain of 34. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Love. Open man is Horton. It's caught.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Pause red. Red, cycle, set.
Love to throw it on 1st down. Backs to his tight end, Jawan Johnson. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
At the 24-yard line.
Red, yellow, ready.
Now Love. Looking middle, and there is Horton. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. To throw is Love. Inside the 10, it is caught. Now Seattle will use the final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he's going to be taken down, but a nice return up past the 35-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here you go. Let it go. 180. Hey, lift. Obama. Hey, Shell. 2 for 66.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half. 2nd and 10.
We're good. Hey, let's go. DC. Hey, let's go. Go, Brown. Louis. Merlin.
They'll go play action with Goff. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this 1st half. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the 3rd quarter begins. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
14. Now you want, dude. Cut. By 20. Go, 12, go. Hold on. Maverick wall. 17.
Play clock
17.
Down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive.
180.
Goff to throw. Forced out left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Here's Goff. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They get 19 on that pass play. First down, New Orleans.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Saints
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. To the left side, and it is caught by Fannin. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That is a big gainer for the Saints. 33 yards. So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. Here's a second and 9. From the gun, it's Goff. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
It's third down. And 9 yards to go.
2 for 1. 2 front.
Throwing, Goff. This is caught 2. And the Saints going to be set up with first and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
That's another Saints first down. First and goal, New Orleans.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. He puts it up, and it's caught. Harold Fannin. Touchdown, New Orleans. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it, and the Saints move out on top, 14-0.
Roberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
Check, strike. Ready.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll manage to kick this ahead for a pickup of 5.
On the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Okay, right.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 4. From the gun, it's Love. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter, pass rusher extraordinaire, in action again. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
Red 38. Green Jack. Black shot. Ready.
On play action, Love. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
In punt formation.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
At their own 41-yard line.
Goff's going to throw here on first and 10. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Goff to throw on first down. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive. First and 10.
First down.
On play action. Goff. Quick throw, taken in. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. These two moving the chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
4 down.
Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. He pulls it in around the 5. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal.
180.
Now Goff. Trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall into.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
This one caught at the 4. And he's in! Aaron Fanning. Touchdown, New Orleans. That his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. The Saints will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Green Jack. 52 blue.
On first and 10, here's Love. And that ball incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Second down throw for Love. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Black, 10 black, field black.
Will score. Curry sports it. Touchdown Seahawks. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
That's the score. Saints 21, Seahawks 7.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Cut. 180. We're good. Hey, kill Marlon. Hold on.
On 1st down, it's Goff. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Watts.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the 4th quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
Check Fury. Ready?
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
3rd and 9.
Let's go now. Black Ultra. Blue 32.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Seattle. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game.
Ready, break.
Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Now you want. 120.
Now, Goff. That's into traffic, but taken in. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
47-yard line.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Maverick.
Goff. He's got a man. It's Goff. A gain there of 20. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
That's good for a Saints 1st down.
What?
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. A run here with McCaffrey. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second down, they need 7. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Now Seattle will use the final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. So we get to a pressure kick, and here's Chase McLaughlin. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one online, and it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Brown now to return it. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 33-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Red, 38. Smash, red. Black shot. Hut.
Now Love. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
Blaster, 6. Down. Yellow, set.
Back to the air, it's Love. He's going to try it here again. That's going to be pulled in by Brown. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
On the ball, let's go.
Still some hope. Keyword some. No timeouts. They need 2 scores, and it's 1st and 10.
Right, ready.
Here's Love to throw. Got his man at the 6. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal. Tackle made at about the 5-yard line.
Seahawks.
Green Jack.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Love to throw. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal.
Come on, set. 60 red. Set.
From the gun, it's Love. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
Value 3, value 3.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. And danger averted. He's out of bounds all the way up past the 40.
43 yards. And the Saints First down.
They go down to an 8, and that's the way to start the new campaign. One game, one win here in this season.